Well, good morning, and no doubt I look rough as a dog's arse, but here I am, on my way to the airport. I'm going to meet Stevie at the train station, and we're going to head to Portugal for LyriaCon. What am I expecting this time? LyriaCon has always been, for me, the best convention. I love Essen and the sort of centre of the worldness that it has, but something about LyriaCon, it's intimate and it's about games, and so many conventions can be about buying stuff, but this one isn't. This is about games and playing and meeting people, and that aspect that a lot of American gamers talk about, that it's like camp. This is what it feels like camp for adults. And so yeah, I'm heading to the train. I'm going to meet up. I'm just repeating myself at this point, but it's actually a beautiful morning this morning here in Berlin, and it's been dog rough for months now. And of course, the day I leave the city, the weather's lovely. But I'm going to Portugal. We're going to Porto. I'm going to drink port wine and eat fish and that. It's going to be absolutely amazing. So I'll catch up with you again at the station. We are live at the station, and I'm here with board game celebrity Steven Sirek.
I look pretty cool today, don't I?
You do look pretty cool.
Hair, the sunglasses.
And that's the thing, when I look at you, I think cool. That's the word that pops into my mind.
Immediately just like comes into your head, like
not nerd.
Awesome dude.
Yeah. So what are you looking forward to, Steve, the most about LyriaCon this year?
Well, first of all, winter's over.
Yeah.
From this
does
moment,
feel like it, doesn't it?
We are flying away from winter. They can't see my hand gestures is the problem.
No, it's very tight.
I'm communicating.
It's very tight.
In the Italian style, as
yeah. Well, you're Italian.
I'm Italian, you know. I'm Italian. Half. I'm actually 1/4 Italian and 1/4 Sicilian.
Wow.
My mother told me these are not the same.
And then the other half is Czech, is it?
1/4 Czech, 1/4 Polish, and apparently these are not the same either.
Well, they're not.
Well, I mean, come on.
I mean, who knows? Well, if there's any listeners,
we're all human beings in the
exactly.
end. Exactly. You know what? So I'm looking forward to getting away from winter. I'm looking forward to enjoying a nice glass of port.
Yeah.
With you, Ben.
Only one though.
One at a time.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe.
No double fisting because we're on a classy holiday.
Double fisting port. I mean, I think that's just gauche.
Right.
It's not done. I'm looking forward to Porto. I hear it's a beautiful little city, and I've never been. I don't have like ambitions to see anything in particular there. I meant to watch the Anthony Bourdain episode of Parts Unknown, but I forgot, where he goes to Porto,
right?
And the fishwives yell at him and tell him he has a little dick, but I didn't get to do that. But I'm hoping we can experience this.
Well, I'll definitely shout that at you, yeah.
What?
Nothing. Carry on.
And I'm looking forward to LyriaCon, Ben.
Yeah, it's going to be great, isn't it? So what's the game you really want to play there?
I should have thought about this in advance. Well, okay, I wanted to play Weimar. If you're German.
Yeah.
That's
not going to happen.
Uli won't bring it.
No.
I don't want to play Infamous Traffic. I do want to experience Uli explaining the rules again.
He needs to be a few beers in though, doesn't he?
Yeah. I mean, this is not about playing games. This is about like a piece of performance theater that needs to be shared with the world.
He's the Klaus Kinski of the board game world in many ways.
Yeah, 100%. So we're talking about playing Horseless Carriage. We've already played that, but I am looking forward to playing it at the full player count.
Yeah,
then.
exactly.
5.
No fucking chance.
5.
No chance we're playing at the full player.
We will
count.
need every table in the.
I don't want to be
do
there all
this.
day.
What else are you looking forward to play? I don't know.
Well, I brought Lord of the Rings, the card game. I'm always up for playing that, and then just nothing in particular, but just loads of shit, just real intense, non-stop gaming for like 4 fucking days. Maybe a walk on the beach in the afternoon, and that's it.
Can I just be looking forward to not having much of a plan?
Right, absolutely.
Because I'm like usually the man with the plan.
You looking forward to the live stream?
I don't know what that's going to be about, so let's say neutral for now. Is it going to be like this?
Yeah, but sexier.
Do I have to be this close to you the whole time?
Yep.
Are we going to kiss?
Always.
I'm looking forward to the live stream.
You know what's great about travelogues? I watch a lot of these travelogues on YouTube from Americans, and they're always really positive, so I'm going for that. This is as positive as I can get in Berlin Brandenburg Airport. How do you feel about it, Steve? So here we are in Porto, and the first thing we've seen is a bloody pro-life rally. That's insanity. Not a big fan, if I'm honest. So we've arrived in Porto, and now we're going to some cafe to eat outrageous fucking food and that. So I'm usually vegan, but when I go on holiday, all bets are off. And apparently this shit is half a pig, so this is going to be fun, isn't it? Steve,
Yeah.
are you excited about the pork meat?
Probably not as much as you. Very excited. Because you don't really eat pork in Berlin, right?
That's right. And
Look
Steve,
at that bridge. Look at that. You can only just sort of see it, but I think this is probably a city of dramatic views. Ben, do you have a dramatic view that you'd like to share with us?
I'm not getting my ass out. So yeah, Porto. We're in the centre of Porto, and it's fascinating architecturally. It feels less rich than Lisbon already, and it feels. This might just be because of the weather today. It feels less Mediterranean-y than.
Not Mediterranean culture. This is an Atlantic culture.
Right. It feels.
This country faces to the ocean, not to the sea.
You see. Never let it be said that Steve isn't massively opinionated. I'll be back with the pork. So here we are, Steve. We've just eaten at the Cafe Santiago.
Watch out!
Get
this
in,
car
get in the
coming.
shot. Oh God!
Careful! Careful!
Cafe Santiago. We've just eaten the big pork sandwich. What did you reckon?
Pork and sirloin, right?
Pork
Cheese,
and steak,
egg
yeah.
on top.
Like
I
sausage
think
and steak.
there was some bologna.
Yeah, bologna. That's right.
in there. Yeah.
What'd you feel?
It's definitely comfort food. I mean, I wouldn't say it's the best dish I've ever had in my life, but it hit the spot at the time I needed it to. And we had a nice port afterwards.
How was your port?
Delicious. Not as good as yours.
How erotic are you feeling right now?
Next question.
Yep.
Yep. So this is a church,
Yep.
and it's got some lovely blue and white tile.
Okay.
I believe it's dedicated to a saint or possibly the Virgin Mary. Inside, I bet there's a crucifix.
Do you think it's dedicated to Saint João?
Could be. He is the patron saint of Portugal, I assume.
Everyone in Portugal is called João, aren't they?
All the kings, all the saints.
There's a bit of Jeebus there for all you Jeebus fans. There he is. Here we are, on the riverfront of Porto. Beautiful. Absolutely nothing could mar the beauty of this moment. So here we are, end of day one in Porto. Stevie, you're drinking a El Bulli fucking Michelin star beer. What do you think?
Bouillie.
I don't speak Spanish, unfortunately.
Ella. 2 L's is Ella. It's not
Like French.
Bouillie. It's not bully, it's El Bouillie.
So, I mean, you're going to give me an opinion, or are you just going to fucking
Of this beer?
pretentiously...
I'm really getting the coriander.
Okay, lovely.
You know? This is delicious. This is a beer crafted by Ferran Adrià
Yeah.
for the formerly #1 restaurant in the world. I never got to go there.
El Bulli.
Sure.
Did
I
Jim-
never
did
got
Jim-
to go to El Bulli. I never got to go to Noma.
Did Jim Bowen own it?
What?
El Bulli. Did Jim Bowen own it?
Jim Bowen? Do you have a real question?
English people are loving
Do
it.
you have a real question?
Give us a final end of day one appraisal of Oporto.
That's how I feel. The name of the city captures how I feel. Oh, Porto. Bom dia, Ben.
Well, bon dia. I don't know what that means, Steve.
It means good morning in Portuguese.
All right, nice one.
But in Brazil they say bom dia. So you have to make sure you get it right. Last time we were in Portugal, I kept on saying bom dia to people, and they're like, this guy's from Brazil. As you
Yeah.
can tell from my Brazilian flair, my willingness to party, my love of bossa nova music.
Exactly. So it's day two, Steve. How you feeling this morning? Because it was quite a day yesterday. It was a big day, wasn't it? In all ways.
I'm feeling much better than how I felt at 3:30.
Yeah, so yesterday was a good one. And we woke up this morning and you will have seen there was mist over the city. And now the sun has just come out and we're heading to the Caf to get some scran for brekkie. Isn't the English language wonderful, Steve?
Yeah, especially what you've done to it.
I want to tell the viewers, Steve, about, I think, maybe my favourite thing in Portugal. And it might be like a vacuous thing in Portugal to have a favourite of, but it is absolutely crazy. And this is, how'd you say the word? Pasta de chutarias, Steve?
Hang on, let me have a look.
He's having a look.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah,
That's it.
the bakeries in Portugal. We just had breakfast. I had a chorizo and cheese roll and a cup of coffee and a croissant with shit in it. You had what?
I had a pastel de nata and some kind of pastry with ham and cheese.
And it came to just over a £5 each. I mean, it's absolutely nuts. These places are cheap, and the variety of stuff is absolutely insane. It's all fantastic. These might be the best bakeries I've ever seen in my life, Steve.
This is a vacation thing for me, because when I'm back home, I don't eat pastries as a kind of a rule.
Nor me.
Because they're terrible for you.
Yeah, I mean, I eat porridge usually, and it's very good, but...
I don't know how people wake up every morning and have a croissant. I couldn't do it. I know it's a cultural thing. I don't think I should do it. But when I'm on vacation, every single day, I'm having some kind of sticky breakfast thing.
All right, Steve, so you are the... You're the person who plans these things, and I just go along with whatever whim your dictatorial mind decides upon. What are we up to today?
We have a functional relationship.
Tell the viewers.
I believe we're going to walk to the ocean.
Yeah.
Then we're going to walk back. They're going to do some drinking along the way.
Yeah.
And some drinking on the way back.
Excellent. So how long is the walk to the ocean?
About an hour.
Excellent. So...
Not bad, right?
What are you most excited about today?
Honestly, I'm most excited to see some views, because this city is really just stunning from every angle that you look at it. And I want to get to some high places and look down. I want to get to some low places and look up. And I want some more port, actually, Ben.
I want to get to some high places, man. I want to totally open my third eye.
Unscripted, this guy.
Pregnant, Steve. Pregnant with potential. The open ocean beckoning us out to discover what lies at its distant shores and that.
Your people have a special relationship with the Portuguese, and I think you have something in common with them too, right?
We...
Perched on the edge of possibility.
I know.
You have this intimate relationship with the sea. It calls to you. It says,
Ben!
Come and find out what's out there.
Ben, come and get drowned in that! You're fucking useless, you can barely swim. That's what the sea says to me, Steve.
It is dramatic though, and I'm not really like a beach guy or even an ocean guy. I don't particularly like boats, and I kind of get seasick swimming in waves, but it does kind of like pulse with expectancy, doesn't it?
But I'm wondering, like, I don't know if the viewers must be hearing this behind us, like the sound of the sea crashing on the shore. It's so atmospheric, it's so evocative of potential, and it is so, because we live in a concrete jungle. very much.
Yeah, Berlin is very samey. It's flat, landlocked. Every day is very similar to the. We have seasons. That's it. That's all we have.
Right, and this
we don't have dynamism in nature.
Exactly, and this is just such a breath of fresh air. And for the gamers watching this, you need to try. And I know a lot of you will be in America, a lot of you will be elsewhere, and a lot of you don't have the money. But if you could try and get to Portugal for LyriaCon, Portugal is such a wonderful place. And once you're here, it's not expensive, and it is truly. You discover shit around every corner, every second.
Yeah, and if you come, you get to hang out with the two coolest dudes in gaming.
Who are they?
Uli Blenneman.
Yeah.
And Tony Boydell.
So, we've just come from the, what was it called, Steve? Praia de Luz?
Something like that.
It's this amazing restaurant by the sea. We were sat watching the sea crash on the rocks.
And we had such a good table that the second we stood up,
there were two women fighting over it.
Yeah, but in a very pleasant Portuguese way.
And I think they were fighting because they demanded that they bask in our musk.
Yeah, that must be it. We're a little bit backlit here, aren't we? I want people to be able to see
our beautiful faces.
That's much better, right? Look at that.
You see, this is why you're the director.
Yeah, you're the talent.
Yeah, exactly.
The raw creative energy needs to be channeled by someone.
That's right. You're like the Steven Spielberg of very
Same name.
very shitty YouTube videos, isn't it?
What?
Stevie, so how you felt about this fucking epic walk around Porto that we've done?
I love epic walks. At the end of an epic walk, we need an epic.
Oh, that's amazing. This is city centre prices for this beer, but my god, does it taste good after that. So, lean in.
Yeah, erfrischend.
So what was your highlight? So after the beach, we walked basically just round the fucking outskirts and suburbs of the city.
Yeah.
And what was your highlight?
After the beach? I don't know if there was a the viewpoint was pretty good.
Yeah, the viewpoint was good. The botanical garden was good, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was nice. I mean, we got to see a part of Porto that most tourists probably don't visit.
Yeah, because we're special people, aren't we?
Yeah, we like to do that.
We're not you lame normies like you lot who just, I'm going to go and have the port and that.
No.
Normies.
We're definitely not like that.
So how much, if you were to judge how much better we are than other people, what percent, as a percent, expressed as a percentage? Expressed as a percentage.
Numerically.
Yeah, how much better are we?
It's a lot of zeros.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a 1 in front of those zeros or not.
Right.
There are a lot of zeros, and there is a percent sign at the end.
Oh, so by the way, I wanted to ask the viewers this. Steve asked me this morning. He said, to what degree do you think the watchers are interested in this shit that's non-board gaming
content?
And I'm trying to be a YouTuber now, so get in the comments. Let me know if you find this nauseating or if you find it stimulating. And so what are we going to do now after we've had this beer, Steve?
We're going to go get stimulated and hopefully not nauseated.
So we're here in Quevedo and Stevie is about to tuck into his port, so...
We've got a vintage port.
Yeah.
A colheita.
Right.
Don't know what that means. 30-year-old white. That's
which is their swanky that you can only get here.
That's right.
That's what they said.
And what do you have?
I have
Swinging the camera over, I have a 10-year-old Tawny, a 20-year-old Tawny, and the Colheita myself.
I think you have a different Colheita.
Do I?
Yeah, I've got the legendary ports, and you've got I've got Colheita 1994.
And I've got Colheita 2007.
Yeah, 1994, 2007.
All right, so which one are you going to try first,
The
Stevie?
hues are very different, you can see. I think you have to start with the youngest and work your way up. No?
Go on then, so, tell us.
Fruity,
Yeah?
molasses.
Ooh.
It's tart. It's big.
Yeah.
Sweet,
Okay,
like you.
that's right.
I like it, but I think I prefer a little bit less sweet.
Okay, so we'll go on to the second one, which is the Colheita 1994.
It was a good year.
Was a good year.
I played a lot of hacky sack that year, I tell you.
I mean, in utero, it had only been out a year at that
I'm
point.
getting the vanilla. Oaky. Barrelicious.
Oh, lovely.
I like to think that we all get better with age, and this definitely did.
All right, so now we've got the 30-year-old white.
As you were saying before, almost as old as me.
Exactly.
But only if almost means 2/3 of the way there.
Right, exactly.
That's very subtle. It's almost like hay.
Been
Just after
trying
harvest.
to meet you. That's a Pixie's gag. Oh, a 30-year-old punching you in the throat.
No. It's smooth and rich and kind of creamy on the palate, actually. This is clearly the best one. Do I really think that, or do I only think that because
It's the
probably
most expensive. All right, I'm going to pass the camera over to you, and I'm going to do the same.
All right, Ben.
All right, so
Starting with the 10-year-old
10-year-old
tawny.
tawny.
You're looking a bit tawny these days yourself.
certainly am. Okay. Smells like booze. Ooh, you know what that tastes like?
What's that?
That tastes like booze. Right, we're going.
But you know what? It's not super purple. Like my vintage port, it still has some redness to it. Yours definitely has a bit more of the amber hue of an aged wine.
Okay, so
20-year-old.
20-year-old tawny.
Where were you 20 years ago today?
20 years ago today, well, Sergeant Pepper taught the band to play, didn't he? But where would I have been? Thank you very much. So, I'm going to taste it now. Definitely tastes like booze.
Super articulate.
All right,
This is why people come to you.
now we're going for the
Obrigado.
Colheita. You know what that smells like, doesn't it?
Alcohol?
Certainly does. Gonna go for a sippy whip.
So let's see if it tastes any different than it smells.
I think there's some booze in there.
Ben Maddox, connoisseur. Which one's your favorite?
Interesting. Probably the 20-year-old tawny.
All right, I think we should do a swapsies.
But you're not going to get to see that, listeners. So, Stevie, we've just been to Quevedo Port Place. One of the few kind of Portuguese... Because port is a very British thing, right? Was founded by the British. Port wine is a British invention.
I gotta hand it to the British. Like, I really didn't think that you could improve on booze, and the British found a way. Do you know how you improve on booze?
By adding more booze to it?
Add more booze
Making the booze more booze.
You put booze into the booze. It's
So-
fucking brilliant.
Come on, give us your appraisal. Get in the shot. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
What kind of professional are you? There's a car behind us.
Am I a professional? Professional what?
So, what did you think of Quevedo, the indie hipster port place?
Well, I think they explained to us that it's not
That it
really,
wasn't
not
more
really,
traditional, more nationalistic.
indie hipster place at all.
More
But
Salazari.
I think it was very chill.
It was
super
chill.
chill.
Really nice place though. It was like
You got a
swank.
birthday drink, didn't you?
I did get a birthday. They gave me a birthday drink, even though it's not my birthday.
Yeah, I mean, I told them it's not exactly your birthday, but
You don't have to tell the viewers how much you spent on a bottle of port.
But you can tell the viewers how old your bottle of port is.
40 years.
You bought a 40-year-old bottle of port.
It's a kid, as far as I'm concerned. 40 years old, nothing. I'm not 40 years old. I'm older than 40.
So if you are watching this and you go to Porto,
Yeah.
I can highly recommend Quevedo. It's a proper place, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like really nice. The tasting place is really nice. The people are super friendly, and you get to feel like a Berlin hipster. Are you going to kiss me now?
I was just gonna hold up my purchase here. They told me that this will last 2 months. This bottle.
If you open it.
This weekend, 2 days.
Here we are, Stevie. End of the night, same place, same station. You're having a tawny port, and it seems a bit decadent considering you've drunk the entire of Porto's stock of tawny port.
Are you criticizing me? Are you judging me?
I mean, I'm not judging you. I'm criticizing you. There's a difference.
Why? Why can't I have another tawny port? How often do I come to Portugal?
That's true.
Because we come to Portugal, and every time we come to Portugal, this being the second time,
Yeah, that's right.
we drink
Every
port.
time.
We drink port, and we say, "Yes, this is really great. We should have port on a regular basis
Exactly.
back home," and we don't.
It's
okay.
It's
okay.
it's
No,
okay.
it's okay. You're fine.
It gives flavour to the video. It's fine.
Yeah, you're great. You're great. What is your name?
Thank you very much.
Carol.
Huh?
Carol.
Carol.
Yes.
Say, Carol, say hello.
Hello. Excuse me.
Thank you very much.
That was Carol there, loving it.
Delivering my tawny port.
So,
And we go back and we don't ever have it again.
what's your
It
highlight?
is this is a drink that we enjoy in Portugal and
Yeah.
only in Portugal.
What's your highlight being of the day then, Steve?
Excuse me.
Sorry, can't keep a man from his booze. What's your highlight been?
Oh, we just had a lovely dinner.
Tripe.
We had some tripe. We had some patatas bravas, pork sandwich. Before that, a very lengthy port tasting at the
Quevados.
Quevedo.
Yeah, exactly. Both of our pronunciations are perfect.
Quevedo House of Port, or whatever it's called. I don't know if I have a highlight, Ben. This has been we've been doing this right. Whatever we've been doing, yesterday, today, everything has been a highlight.
So tell me, just to wrap this up, because video is shorter than fucking audio.
Yeah.
How much you love me?
La la ya la ya la ya la 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 ya la ya la ya la ya la la ya la ya la ya la 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 ya la ya.
No, here we are on the train, the express train. It's beeping in front of me. So Steve, you're the one who organises everything.
Yep.
What are we doing today?
We're going to the coastal medieval village of Vila do Conde.
Yeah.
I don't think that's how you pronounce it, though.
Your Portuguese is amazing.
Probably like Vila do Conche or something.
And so what are we going to do there?
What do we do anywhere?
So, but we've got a surprise, haven't we?
Yes, we do have a surprise.
Famed board game designer Isaac
Shalev.
Shalev. There he is, Isaac. So you've spent one night with us. How do you feel? Are you, yeah?
Every time. How do you feel?
Look, I've been asking bloody questions for like 4 days straight.
He's a professional interviewer, and this is the best he can do.
I'm really glad I prepared material for this.
How do you feel about riding a subway? Which you don't have subways in America.
Yeah.
So I grew up in New York City, where we most certainly did have subways, but they were not at all like this, or at least from an olfactory perspective.
Right.
This is sort of lovely.
And if you could,
This is probably built in Germany, by the way.
if you could,
Oh, it's good. I'm very comfortable riding German trains.
right, if you could have any street in the world, what street would you have?
La la ya la ya la ya la 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 ya la ya la ya la ya la la ya la ya la ya la 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 ya la ya. Sua mãe me ligou contando uma história que a chuva levou todo equipamento, só deixou as roupas do varal, os limão do quintal e a pasta impermeável com os documentos. Eu disse a filha, como é que vai ser? Ela disse, não sei o que fazer. Vem pra cá, bota ela no avião, que eu durmo no chão. Fica calma, não tem pressa, tudo vai se resolver. Quando eu vi no aeroporto, no seu rosto o desgosto, Chique, será que é pra mim? Não vou me
Magic. Maritime man. See how he stands perched next to the rock, his manlyhood being swept by the salt breeze. Then see how his mirth destroys everyone with its razor sharpness.
Tá saindo madame com pãozinho e salame. Amanhã você se serve, pega o que quiser. A noite caiu tomando meu vinho, fez do meu ouvido.
So this town is magical. It is perched on the edge of the Atlantic Ocean, and it's really dramatic. In the way, I mean, the sea was dramatic, but this feels rugged. There's no life here. You just have the naked beach and the rampaging sea. And we walked along a pier and, you know, almost slid over and then stood, and you look out across the horizon and just imagine embarking on an incredible journey. I don't want to sound like a bit of a knobbit here, but truly, I get why people are drawn to the sea. It is inviting and intimidating at the same time. You should get on it. So here we are, gentlemen, walking down the seafront. What have your impressions of this part of wild Portugal been?
Isaac, you first.
I appreciate how many rocks there are that we can clamber on out in the sea.
Right.
Well done. Like, we really, when you think about resource management, you really say to yourself, how many rocks do you need to put out in the ocean? Want to give them a shot?
So what I would say to anyone who's ever planning to come to Porto, right, is, what is it, 45 minutes, 50 minutes on the train?
Yeah, something like that.
It's £3 for a train ticket out, so it's £6 return, and it feels, I mean, we're in more of a kind of built-up urban area now, which feels a bit more like a resort.
Like Miami.
Yeah, but where we were before is just a beautiful little village, really prepossessing sea views and that, and I mean, absolutely amazing. Do you know what we haven't done yet today, though?
What?
We haven't had a pint.
La la ya la ya la ya la 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 ya la ya la ya la ya la la ya la ya la ya la 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 ya la ya. Sua mãe me ligou contando uma história que a chuva levou todo equipamento, só deixou as roupas do varal, os limão do quintal Eu disse a filha, como é que vai ser? Ela disse, não sei o que fazer. Vem pra cá, bota ela no avião, que eu durmo no chão. Fica calma, não tem pressa, tudo vai se resolver. Quando eu vi no aeroporto, no seu rosto o desgosto. Será que é pra mim?